This time last year, I was going through the most difficult season of my life. But before the events I'll be mentioning later on in the video, I had received a word in the early hours of July 1st in my prayer time from the book of Jeremiah 35 verse 3. And it read, I have loved you with an everlasting love, and with loving kindness I have drawn thee. Little did I know I was going to be hanging on to this verse for at least the next 2 months. If you're watching this, then this is something you need to hear. And I ask that you watch to the end of this video because I promise it's going to help you and bless you. Love is the energy of life. It is what motivates people to get up each day and keep going. Love is the main thing I can tell you for free. I mean, the movie industries, they thrive on this. Somehow, there's a love twist in the plot. In a war movie with bullets flying around. People, I don't know how to do it, but 2 people just managed to fall in love. Vampires grow hearts and they fall in love with humans. King Kong fell in love. Look at our music, our songs, our novels, even cartoons, whether we're talking of self-love or parental love or bro love or sister love or whatever. Love is somewhere in the whole mix. This tells us that love is such a big issue. People get into wrong relationships, make wrong relationship mistakes, get their heart broken, and somehow it takes falling in love with someone else to fix them. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. So they move from one person to the next in search of love to somehow fix them. In the movies, it magically works, but in real life, it's not that easy. So we see people around with their hearts broken, hoping to find love that is totally Hollywood inspired to, fix them. But in the end, they get frustrated, they get disappointed, they get broken, and they get bitter. The world is looking for something real, for something tangible. Everybody is looking for love. Everyone wants to be accepted. And we desire this legitimate need, this happiness, but we look for it in all of the wrong places. Because what we don't know is that God is really who we are looking for. Because God is love. Joyce Meyer said, God's love is the power that forgives sin, that mends broken hearts, and heals emotional wounds. Guys, someone, somewhere is getting it hard from life. Life happens. It beats you to the point that it leaves you speechless. You do not feel like talking. You end up depressed. I've had a taste of it. I know it can get to that point when things are not working according to plans. Life just happens and it beats you up and leaves you alone, afraid, scared, without hope. Back to my story. May last year, I had turned +1, but then I was bothered with a lot of things. How I was measuring up in life and how things weren't just going on according to my plans. I wasn't supposed to be there at that moment. Also, we were planning to move, I and my family, to our new place, and it was far away from town that I've gotten used to. I had also received news that a friend of mine who had been sick for a long time had gotten worse and was in the hospital. So all of this, by July, I was trying to adjust and adapt, especially mentally, and I really needed help. So by July 1st, I had gotten that word during my prayer time, and I held on to it. It was as if it was trying to prepare me for the bumpy ride ahead. Because by the middle of July, I was already exhausted. I was already tired. I had fallen sick, seriously sick. Like, have never been that sick in my entire life. Everyone was adapting. I was broke. I lost this friend of mine who was in the hospital that I mentioned, and it really broke me. I was angry, I was frustrated, I was just confused because I didn't know the next thing to do. It was a hard place to be in. And to crown it all was my unwillingness to tell anyone about it, because I thought at this point in my life I should be the one helping. I should be the one supporting others. I do not want pity. I want a way out. And when I couldn't find a way out, I just closed up and turned the lights off. I was angry, confused, broken, and very broke. And recovering from sickness, so I was very weak physically. Yeah. During that period of darkness, though, the only thing that got me through, when it got really hard and my mind was a mess, the only light that shined through was that word I had received in July 1st, that I was loved, that He has loved me with an everlasting love. I didn't know where it came from, but somehow, whenever I remembered that verse, I was strengthened to, just cry and pray and say, God, I don't know what you're doing, but just help me. Please help me. I'm the kind of person that is always smiling and laughing and happy. I mean, my name is Joy. And I came from a Christian home, so God's love should not be a new concept for me. But this period, it really got real. I could touch it. I could feel it. I'm not just selling some opinion. This is truth. Nobody leaves what works. Nobody. So what I'm telling you is that God's love can get real. It can get personal. It can just leave head knowledge and become your real experience. If anyone who knows me watches this video, they may be shocked, because I think I get the impression that most people they don't think I should go through things. They don't think I should go through problems, because I'm like, lucky you don't face anything, that kind of look, that kind of impression. So they'll be shocked. They'll be shocked listening to me telling this story, because I did not tell anyone anything. I like you to come and I'll help you, but I don't like it, because I feel everyone, they're going through stuff. I'm not going to add to it. I'm just going to mind my business. I'm just going to somehow look for a way. So holding on to that verse during this period of time really helped, because at that point in time, no one could have helped me, because I had shut everyone out. I wasn't going to talk to anyone. Like I said, I closed up and turned up the lights. And that is where God's love makes a huge difference from human kind of love. Because humans can give up on you. Like, I'm trying to help you, not letting me help you. So I'm just going to let you be, let you do what you want to do. But God's love is not like that. It penetrates through that darkness and turns on the light. Yes, it does. It turned on the light, and it's flooded me, and I was able to go through it. So when I look back from July last year till April this year, I looked back and I could just think, and all I could do was to go on my WhatsApp and change my name from the one that was initially there to Jem the Beloved. That was where this name came from, Jem the Beloved, because I looked at my life and I could only say I was loved. I am loved. I am loved. So I changed my name. This time last year, there was no way I would have thought of doing this a YouTube channel. Really, I wasn't even thinking. about all of this at all. But God's love brought me out, and He told me to share. That's the reason for this channel, to share the love I have received and will continue to receive, because someone out there, someone watching, I just need this. I just need to be reminded that you're loved. God's love is a strengthener. It is a stabilizer. A few days ago, while I was thinking about this topic that I'm sharing right now, I woke up early and just sat down. I was thinking about, what am I going to tell these people? And then I heard, you're mine. And I just felt that strength. So you see, ministry actually is an outflow of what happens in your life, what God does in your life. So I think that's what ministry is. It flows from you to others. So when you tell others, it's believable. That's why I'm looking right at you in this video. I'm looking right at you right now. I'm telling you, God's love is real. You are loved. I don't know, whatever it is. This is the mindset I have now. I'm not there yet. I still have challenges. I still have to go through a lot. But I go with this mindset right now, and I'm no longer afraid of the dark. No, because I know I'm loved. He will always come through, and He has always come through. It's unbelievable. I was able to survive all of these years, not really getting to know this personally, to experience this personally. So I think it's worth sharing, and that is what I'm telling you right now. God's love is all you need. Quit trying to earn it. Quit trying to deserve it. His love is His nature. He loves you because He wants to. He loves you because it pleases Him. He may not love everything we do. He may not love everything you do, but He loves you unconditionally. It's not His will that any should perish, but people, they choose not to believe this, that you're loved. This is what I choose to believe. This is what you should believe, that you are loved. This isn't some opinion. This is the truth. It was written right there in Scripture. The thing is, Satan, the enemy, just wants us to not get to the point of opening that book, because whenever we open that book and really decide to look into it, we find out that we are loved, and it does something to us. I choose to believe I was loved, as opposed to believing all of the other lies that Satan had sold me in the past. That I was going to be alone, that I was not loved, that I'm going to remain confused, I'm not going to amount to anything. I don't know the lies that Satan has been telling you. You have the choice. You can believe his lies, or you can believe that you are loved. You should believe it. You are loved. You can't earn God's love. It's a free gift. The same way you receive salvation is the way you should receive God's love. What do we do with free gifts? What do we do with gifts? We receive it thankfully, and we enjoy it. Get used to feeling, to knowing that you are loved. The next time you read John 3:16, for God so loved the world. Scratch that. For God so loved you, put your name there. God is that personal. His love is that personal. Because right at that moment, you are the world to Him, and He wants to make sure you believe it, because if you don't, you're going to shortchange yourself and just get beaten up to a pulp, because that's what Satan specializes in. He just wants to beat us to a pulp, that we're unable to say anything, we're able to believe anything. But this is what I'm telling you. You are loved. It's your choice. Take it or leave it. But I pray you take it. Every morning when you wake up, confess out loud, God loves me. As many times as possible until you believe it, until you are filled with this knowledge that you are loved with God. Because trust me, when you finally believe it, that's when the magic happens. This is what I have to share today. That you are loved, and this is exactly what you should believe. I want you to share this to everyone that you love. I also want you to like this video, I want you to like this video so it can get to others. Also subscribe if you haven't until now, and also leave your comments. I really want to talk about this with you. I am Jem, the beloved, and until next time, in my next video, don't ever forget, Jesus is King and you are his beloved.